Alright guys, what's up? In the video today I'm just going to be giving you guys a walk around of the daily TDI, the story of how I got it, where it's at, and what I want to do to it. So first let's pop the hood. So I originally found this car on Craigslist for sale, 800 bucks, and I contacted the guy and got some info on it, asked him, how many miles on it, blah, blah, blah. All that typical stuff you ask somebody when you're interested in buying a car. So I was talking to him for about a week, and me and my girlfriend decided to drive up there to check it out. Now, this car is located in Lake Stevens. I live in Tacoma, so it was quite a drive to go check it out. So I brought some tools with me, and we went and looked at it. Got to the guy's house. He came outside, started the car. We talked about it, went for a little test drive. Everything seemed fine. Great, cool. Didn't really haggle with him on his asking price because it was cheap enough to where I didn't mind giving him what he was asking for it. So it all worked out. Now we're on our way home and going down the freeway. If anybody knows the I-5 south, I was going through Fife right before the Tacoma Dome, and I lost all clutch pressure in traffic. Luckily I was on the outside lane and I was able to just coast off the freeway and put it in park, left the car running, and my girlfriend drove in traffic all the way to the house to get brake fluid so I could fix it, and drove all the way back. Took about an hour for her to come back because traffic was terrible. Well, anyway, so I got the clutch fixed, or the clutch fluid fixed, and I was on our way. We started our journey on our way home again. So we were almost home, pulling into the alleyway because we parked the cars in the back because it's all gravel back here, and the wheel falls off. The front driver's side wheel fell off. I still have the fender. Actually, I just replaced it. So when the fender fell off, or the wheel fell off, it totally just destroyed this fender. This fender was good. Just totally creased it, jacked it up. So luckily my buddy had some fenders. He had a pair of fenders, a hood laying around from his old Mark III build that he did years ago. And so I actually recently just replaced that the other day. So I gotta do the other side. I gotta replace this fender. So this one's got it's got a dent right here. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I got a good fender. I'm gonna replace it with it. So right off the bat, I'm not having really good vibes with this car because of the whole clutch situation and the wheel falling off. And the wheel fell off because he had some 1-inch spacers in the front. I'm guessing he didn't torque them down or something. I don't know, but it sheared the lug bolts right off. And I had to replace the whole hub. So the car sat on a dolly. That one right there, actually. That one right there. So we had to get my buddy over here to grab his truck with a tow strap, and he literally pulled it into the driveway while the car sat on that dolly because the threads on the hub were stripped out. And I couldn't get another lug bolt there. So car sat until I was able to find some wheel bearings, hubs, and I replaced the front brakes while everything was off anyway. So yeah. So right off the bat, I was just not feeling this car at all. I was really mad with it, but did all that stuff, and then car drove fine. What else did I do? It has a glow plug issue, like a hard starting issue, so I'm in the process of resolving that. But I mean, aside from that, it's a good car. The my only issue that really irritates me is when people take off perfectly good panels and replace them with other colored panels. So now I have 2 red doors and a red bumper because the guy wanted to do a Harlequin theme on it. I mean, which is cool, but you know, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like I'd much rather paint them than replace them. So you just get it all done at one time instead of finding, oh, I need this color panel door, I need this color bumper, and I don't know. So I've been rocking the 2 red doors and red bumper for a while. I had the red hood on there. There's a red hood. Came off of it. Like I said, my buddy had fenders and a hood laying around, so I was able to put a black hood on. So that's a plus. As far as what I want to do to it, I hate tan interior with a passion. So I want to do a full interior swap on it. My buddy, same guy who gave me the hood and the fenders. He also had a black dashboard laying around, so I got that. I want to do black seats, black carpet, black door cards, reupholster the headliner, all that good stuff. Rear deck lid, everything. And while that's out, you know, put an okay sound system in it, nothing crazy, but just something that's gonna sound good, you know, all that good stuff. So wheels, tires, these are actually wheels off of a Dodge Omni. They don't look too bad, but I'd like to get something else. I found a guy selling some 3-piece BBSs, 4-lug. I've been talking to him, and I think I'm gonna go that route. The only problem with that, those are a little pricey, and I can't justify spending what he's asking on them right now with the way the car looks. So granted, if it was all one color, like if the body was straight and the paint was good, I would have no problem picking those up because the car would look good on those wheels. But with the multicolored panel wheels, the fading on the roof, and everything else, let's see, just the condition of the paint on the roof is just not good. And obviously I need to get a rear bumper because this one's creased right there, and then the trunk lid here's got like a little crease in it. So, but other than that, it's not in too bad a shape. It's just the red really just makes the car look like crap, if you will. And just car's a little dirty. Car's dirty right now on the inside because I daily do this thing. So, but yeah, it's just interior's seen better days, you know. So I'd like to, like I said, change it all to black. And then once that's done, as far as the engine compartment goes, I want to make a set of OEM replacement, like factory replacement intercooler pipes here. So instead of going, so you have like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pipes for the charge pipe, I guess, and then you have 1, 2, 3 for the intake side, or the intake manifold side. So I'd like to make all those out of aluminum and just kind of clean it up a little bit. And then also I'd like to do a turbo inlet replacement to start. And then after that, I have most of the parts to do this. I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to put a bigger turbo on it with a different manifold. So that should be interesting. And I got a front mount for it. Well, I didn't get it. I've had this front mount laying around for a long time. If you saw one of my previous videos where I had the Mark 6 Jetta and I was going to put a turbo on that, it's that intercooler. I've had that intercooler laying around for a long time. So the other day when I pulled this fender off, the driver's side fender, I had to pull the bumper off. Basically pull the whole front end apart just to do the fender. I already marked out on the core support area where I need to cut and everything else. So once I'm ready for the front mount, everything's already
marked out and everything, so I can just cut it, re-weld it, finish it, and be done with it. So there's that. But yeah, it's just a daily. I like it. It's fun to drive when it wants to cooperate. So you guys be seeing more of this, like the tie rod video I posted. So you'll be seeing a lot more of this. Suspension, I'm all over the place right now. For suspension, it's got Raceland coilovers on it. I don't like them. I think they're garbage. Like I don't know. Racelands, like if you get the Ultimos, they're not bad. But these are the red ones, like the cheap ones. And they just don't offer, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Racelands. My Mark II I had a while ago had brand new Ultimos on it, and it rode pretty decent. It wasn't bad. But I don't know, we'll see. I got new strut bushings on the way with new bearings, bolts, all that good stuff. So I'm going to replace those here soon. And near future, I'm going to do all polyurethane bushings for the control arms. Basically any bushing on here that I can replace with a poly bushing, I'm going to do it. And then I need to do motor mounts as well, just because this car has 186,000 miles on it, and I don't know the last time really any maintenance was done on it. So I'm just kind of going through the car. If it needs to get replaced, I'm going to replace it with something better so it'll last a little longer. So yeah, so there's a video on the TDI. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions on mods and stuff for it, I'm open for suggestions. Any inputs are definitely welcome. Let me know what you guys think. Like, what's your favorite wheel on these Mark IIIs, and all that good stuff. Yeah, good talk. So I know I've had like 2 talking videos in a row, but yeah, it's just kind of catching you guys up on things. So the next video will definitely be something we'll be getting done next video, whether